All right, welcome back to another session of Pellet Tech 101. Today I want to cover the Quadra-Fire ceramic thermocouple tube. So it's our protection tube that's located here over the thermocouple. I'm inside of a Quadra-Fire 1200i, or the insert, Classic Bay 1200 insert. And so, again, just want to cover this ceramic thermocouple tube. So, essentially, this is over the thermocouple itself and is providing protection to that thermocouple. So, it's critical that the ceramic cover is in place while the unit is in operation. Otherwise, that thermocouple is going to burn out in no time flat. And a lot of times when we're in the stove doing our general maintenance and cleaning, scraping the burn pot, or if we have to remove the burn pot or the gasket, we need to get this out of the way so that we don't have a chance of damaging it or breaking it. So essentially the tube is secured inside of this holder right here. We have two Phillips screws. Those are just designed to kind of set down and to hold it securely in place. They're not designed to be too tight in there at all. A lot of times we can remove the ceramic cover just simply by rotating it back and forth and kind of pulling it forward like this, and it will come off. In other cases, you may need to loosen these two Phillips screws to be able to pull the thermocouple cover off. That's the case. A lot of times a little WD-40 or some PD blaster can work good to kind of soak down these screws, loosen them up a little bit so that you're able to remove the cover. Once we have the cover removed, we have access to the thermocouple itself, so we can again move this thermocouple completely out of the way, as again we need to do maintenance in the burn pot, whatever the case might be. As we're ready to put the thermocouple cover back in place, we just want to make sure that the thermocouple itself is fed all the way through. Generally speaking, we like to have this, somewhere around 1.5 inches or so over the burn pot right there. And once we put on the ceramic thermocouple cover tube, that will hold that thermocouple in place. Generally speaking, we want to make sure that the thermocouple itself is bottoming out in that tube, or where that thermocouple is actually hitting the end of that tube so that it has proper fire detection that's within there. So that is the basics on the ceramic thermocouple cover tube for the Quadra-Fire line. Any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave us a comment down below. We'll have a link to the replacement ceramic thermocouple cover tubes if you should need one. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Thanks so much.